Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I am Janelle, or Jellybean Adventure. And if you notice from my surroundings, it is because they changed again, and I left Korea about like a week ago, a week and a half ago almost now. And that's because I quit teaching, and it was a miserable experience. The kids were cute, yes, but I was absolutely miserable there. I was miserable doing it because they didn't wait for me to get my papers and they didn't wait for me to get my documents together in order to get my visa before I could go over there and apply for my ARC and all that shit for I can have insurance and all of that. I told them from the get-go that I didn't want to do it, and I shouldn't have done it because it was a waste of time. Like, yeah, it was an experience and I got to do it, and I got two awesome tattoos from it, but like it wasn't worth it. And they, honest to God, they didn't like my ears or they didn't like my tattoos, and I get that. And some parents even know I had them, so they just kept bitching and bitching and bitching, and I'm just like, I'm over it. Always putting me down and like just saying like, I told them I have bipolar and I need medicine, and I didn't, obviously, because I didn't have my stuff before, and they made me wait a month and a half before they sent me to Japan to get my stuff. And even when I left, I still didn't have my ARC. I'm like, fuck them. They're hypocritical assholes, terrible people, of course. God this and God that. Like, they're very, very, very hypocritical Christians, and everyone's like that, but they were very hypocritical and just two-faced as hell. And I found out some things about the head American teacher, and I'm like, he's a piece of shit. Like, you're too young, you got married too young, had kids too young, and obviously you're trying to get with girls that are around your age versus your wife who's like almost 40. Not my fault, that's your own fault. And and obviously when one of the ex teachers, I found out, I found out through the grapevine on like that Thursday before I left. I got a text from one of the old teachers. Instead of one of my current coworkers, he told an ex coworker to text me instead of him texting me. And I don't know why he didn't. It was stupid, but they pretty much, she told me that like they were planning on firing you like that Friday. And I should have gone off that night when I got the text, because literally they stopped talking to me like the entire week, because I was supposed to be going for training to be a better teacher, and I'm like, I'm not a teacher, fuck you guys. But pretty much said they're firing you, and they decided on that Monday they were going to let you go that Friday. And I pretty much should have gone off that Thursday night, but I didn't. It was the next day when I walked in that I waited a good, oh my God, I usually get there, I had to be there before like 1:30. Sometimes I'd be a few minutes late because the train, I didn't want to walk because it was getting colder, but whatever. So I decided to go a little bit earlier, so I left at like 12:40 something. I got to the stupid academy in my branch at like 1 o'clock, and I literally had to wait for his for my manager's stupid ass to show up, and he didn't show up until like 1:45 or like 1:30, but he didn't get off the phone until 1:45. And once he did, that's when I started going off. I was like, so I heard through the grapevine, like, don't pussyfoot this. I heard through the grapevine I'm getting, like, you're trying to fire me, but I'm leaving before you guys have the opportunity to do that. I heard through the grapevine. All I know is I want my money. I'm not staying anymore. You guys can fuck off. So pretty much he's like, wait, what? I'm like, I just want to know, am I getting paid for this month? I mean, spoiler alert, I did, but like it was a huge stupid ass like blow up moment. And like they're like, you need to stay unless you're not gonna get your paycheck for today or whatever. And I'm like, excuse you? Because I said, like, I'm not staying, I just want my money, I'm gonna leave, you guys can bring in the new guy. The one time they actually did listen to me, surprise surprise. And pretty much they brought, and when I was leaving, they pretty much brought him in. But before all of that, I was just like, I'm not staying. I only want my money. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Just give me my money. What I worked for this month. I want what's mine. And pretty much saying, if you have like one of two options. Either you can stay today and get your paid for today and the entire month, or you can leave and not get paid anything whatsoever. And I'm like, excuse you? So pretty much they were threatening me, but they're calling back and forth between my manager and my director. He's a fucking asshole, immature, crazy ass bitch. But pretty much like they said you can. I ended up staying and teaching one new student, level 4. I'm like, who cares? But like after that, like another manager came from a different branch to like, oh, sorry, things didn't work. I'm like, no, it works out for me because I actually get to go home and get the help I need with insurance that I have versus here and getting called schizophrenic when I'm bipolar and they're not even the same thing. So I was like, no, it's fine. I'm like, this works out for me. I'm like, I quit anyway because this is bullshit and you guys are two-faced assholes. I'm like, I want nothing to do with you. So pretty much, because like I found out like in the text as well that they pretty much wanted me out like that week, that Friday night. I'm like, I literally have nowhere to go because I booked a ticket for Tuesday like that weekend and with the help of my mom, but I couldn't get a hold of her for like over 13 hours, which was pretty terrifying. But her phone died and she was busy, and versus the time difference too. So like that's what's going on, and eventually she helped me, and I'm here now. But like it was so stupid, and I even after coming back, I texted him and I was like, "Why weren't you more professional about it, and you couldn't come talk to me like an adult?" Literally decided to go off. It's like, well, just because you're good at English and you like K-pop, like doesn't make it okay to mess with people's livelihoods. And you were so disrespectful and just trying to play it on me like you need to help yourself. I never said I would help you, kind of thing. When he said he would help me because he was the one that needed to do the visa shit for me because I didn't know how to get to the place where I needed to go. And even now I would be able to go by bus, but like I wouldn't have been able at the time to do it myself because even the hospital that I went to, they rejected it the first time. So I had to wait an extra week and a half to go to this one hospital to get it done. And I still didn't have it. It didn't matter. I didn't pay any of the fees for that, but it doesn't matter. It's like he was turning it on me and saying like I was a bad person and I was so unprofessional, that I was disrespectful, and I was only there because I speak good English and I like K-pop, and if you're not a teacher, you must be a teacher. And I was like, where the fuck did this come from? All I said was, I'm like, it's like my English ability has nothing to do with anything. I'm like, I'm a native, you're not, so I don't know where you're going off saying I speak good English. I speak English well. It's my native tongue. So jackass. And then like I never once was only about like screw this job. I only want to be here for K-pop concerts and like norebang. And I didn't even go to a concert one time. Like yeah, I like to talk about K-pop, but it wasn't like all the damn time. I never talked about it like, oh my god, I live for this. I need to go to every meetings and get all the CDs. I literally got one CD, and that was when I was in the airport leaving. So I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I'm like, I never once was so unprofessional to just be like, fuck this, I'm here for fun. I'm like, I like to travel and I like K-pop. What does that have to do with me, with my ability teaching the kids? I was teaching them. I'm like, if you really want to turn it like that, I'm like, you never once dressed professionally whatsoever. T-shirt and jeans is not professional. I don't care what anyone says. It's just not. So I always wear yoga pants and like business casual tops. I'm like, okay, just because you don't like tattoos. I'm like, so what, dude? I really don't give a fuck whatsoever. But yeah, he just went off and was crazy. It's like, I don't care. I don't give a if you talk shit about me. Go ahead, go ahead. I was just like, whoa, you're fucking insane. So I'm glad I got out of there because it's just toxic, and so it was so bad. Like the vibes are bad, and I'm losing light. But yeah, it was so bad because like he was just so fucking crazy, and David is an asshole, and Eric is a little fuckboy. So like they're both children and they're insane. They don't know what they're doing. They really don't. They're liars and they're hypocritical. So no, if honestly I worked there in Uijeongbu and it was nothing. Everything they said did not match with what I got. Like The apartment was not didn't match the pictures that I was sent, and I might insert them in this because I still have emails from it versus what I actually saw, because there's mold in my bathroom, and then what the actual, like, you would help me, and then with those text messages that I got pretty much said, you're on your own. I never promised you shit. Like, every man for themselves. I'm like, no, I don't care. I never once tried to sabotage anyone's livelihood, because they said I tried to. They said I'm like, I'm selfish and I don't care about anyone's livelihood, and I'm like, I never once said I wanted to do that. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm home now. I got away from the toxicity that is that bullshit place. I don't think I'm never teaching again. That was a one and done thing. I'm like, yeah, I was there for 3 months, and I wanted to leave since like the second week of August. So it was a long time coming. And pretty much like the straw that broke the camel's back was not going to a Halloween party, because they've been talking about this Halloween party for a month and a half, and I didn't care for it. I didn't, because like I just didn't. Like, you killed me. I'm like, you didn't listen to me, you didn't help me, you didn't try to do anything to help me. So that's that. So yeah, I'm losing light really bad. It got really dark now, but yeah, that's my update. I'm home. I quit teaching. If I go back, it'll just be a tourist, but I don't ever plan on teaching English again. And anyway, that's all for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.